What up, guys? This is Boba here, and welcome to Wi-Fi battle number 8. And in this battle, I just got done battling one of my friends from my site, whose name is the Ch-er, or if you want to put it in correct terms, it's Exsilver. Wow, that rhymed. But anyway, yeah, this was a really fun battle, and I ended up doing pretty good in this battle. And this was, I'm going to introduce one of my awesome stallers that I'm going to be using from now on, hopefully. And yeah, so hope y'all enjoy this battle, because I will be putting this on momentarily, because I just got done putting up one of my other battles against Red 50. But yeah, so you are challenged by whatever his name is. And so he's going to send out Deoxys, and I'm going to start out with my Snorlax, which is my staller, of course. And so Deoxys is in his defense form right now. And so he's going to start by setting up a Stealth Rocks. And so my Snorlax, which is a Curselax, if you didn't know. And so I'm going to use Curse right off the bat, and my speed's going to fall. But I'm going to get my attack and defense up. And so that's going to be good for me. But unfortunately, Deoxys has Taunt, so he's going to use Taunt on me. And so what Taunt does is I'm not able to set up any more curses. And so I use Curse, so that was a waste of my turn right there. So I was like, no, dang it. Use Silver, or should I call you Guy? I don't know. Alright, so he's going to set up on the spikes, I think. And so I'm going to use Fire Punch, because that's the only move that'll be really effective against Deoxys. And that doesn't even do much, so I'm like, dang it, I'm screwed. And so he's going to set up the second spikes, and while I just use Fire Punch again. And so, yeah, and he has leftovers too, so that cancels out half of Fire Punch's damage. And so my taunt wears off, but being a Guy Higdon that he is, he's going to use Taunt once again to keep me from using Curse. But I'm like, screw it, I'm not going to use Curse as long as Deoxys is in, because he's going to be using Taunt every time. So I end up using Fire Punch right here, and I almost get to half of his HP right there. But I don't, because of his leftovers. And so he's going to set up his third spikes, while I use another Fire Punch. And so that's going to go, I finally get him to yellow HP. Yeah, even with leftovers. And so right here he's going to use Nightshade, but apparently he forgot, or something like that. So Nightshade's ghost type, Snorlax is normal type, so yeah. And so right here I decided to use Body Slam, and Body Slam actually did a lot more damage than Fire Punch. So I was like, oh, I should have been using Body Slam before. Yeah, anyway, he uses Taunt once again, so I'm like, god dang it, you Guy Higdon, get out of here. You're making me pissed. No, anyway, I use Fire Punch, and no doubt it's going to take out Deoxys, because he had 20 HP left or something like that. And so he's going to send out his Alakazam, which his Alakazam is pretty fast. So he uses Focus Blast, but he misses me, so I'm like, oh heck yeah, that is really good for me. And so I'm going to be able to get off a Body Slam, and that's going to OKO his Alakazam. I was like, oh, Snorlax, you're making me proud, dude. He's an awesome teddy bear. Alright, so he's going to send out his Ferrothorn. And so me having my awesome Snorlax, I'm going to have Fire Punch, and that's going to be 4 times effective of Ferrothorn. But Ferrothorn's defense is pretty high, so that's not going to end up killing him. And so I'm going to take a little bit of damage due to Iron Barbs, while he sets up a little Leech Seed, which I already know his tactics and all that, because me and the Guy been battling a lot, or we've battled a lot before. And so I know his team pretty good. And so he's starting to restore HP due to Leech Seed and leftovers. And so good thing my taunt wears off right here. So he's gonna use Protect just to gain more HP, get more Leech Seed and leftovers. And so I'm gonna end up using Curse right here, because I predicted he was gonna use Protect. And so my speed's gonna go even lower, but my defense and attack is gonna go up even higher though. And so I'm gonna get some leftover healing, and so is Guy, but he's gonna get the upper hand with the Leech Seed, of course. And so I'm just waiting to attack him with Fire Punch again, because I know that Guy isn't gonna use Protect again 2 times in a row. sometimes does that, but it doesn't really work that much. And so I'm gonna use Fire Punch, I think. Yeah, and so that's gonna no doubt kill Ferrothorn. And so I'm gonna take a little bit of Iron Barb damage, but that's not gonna be that much. So I'm like, oh yeah, took out 3 of his Pokemon with my Snorlax. That I don't really see that much often. Well, for me at least. And so he's gonna send out his Cloyster, and this Cloyster is like probably the biggest threat on his team because it's a Shell Smash Cloyster, and plus he has a white herb on it, so it's pretty sick. And so I'm like, oh god, this is what I've been waiting for. I want to kill Cloyster right here with my Body Slam. And so yeah, he restores his status with white herbs, and so I'm gonna Body Slam because I just want to take out this Cloyster right away because I don't want him to be a threat. And so it doesn't kill him, but I get a Paralyze hack, so I'm like, oh, you just got served, punk. And so I'm like, heck yeah, this is gonna be fun. And so unfortunately, since I used Curse twice before, this Paralyzed Cloyster is still gonna be faster than my Snorlax. But even with Shell Smash, Ice Cold Spear still is gonna kill me. I mean, it doesn't even do half damage to me. So I'm like, oh man, this Cloyster is nothing to my Snorlax. It got nothing on me. And so I'm gonna use Body Slam again, but that doesn't kill Cloyster. It almost kills him, but not really. And so Cloyster is still gonna have the upper hand with Leech Seed. And so I'm pretty much screwed right there. But right here, he uses Rock Blast. I don't know why. I think he thought it was going to do more damage than Icicle Spear. But watch this. This is his last Rock Blast right there. And I end up living with 16 HP like a boss. And so I'm going to use Body Slam. And no doubt that's going to end up killing Cloyster. So I'm like, yes, I got the biggest threat of Sylph's team out. So he's probably like, I'm pissed. Something like that. And so I have like 47 HP left. And so he's going to send out his Sableye, which his Sableye's ability is Prankster, while I use Fire Punch. And so I'm like, oh god, here comes a lot of trolling. Yeah, there's going to be so much trolling right here, and so much stalling, because, I don't know, I think Sylph does nothing. If you were to taunt the Sableye, he would be screwed. But anyway, I don't have Taunt on Snorlax, so that's pretty unfortunate for me. And so I'm gonna barely live with 15 HP from the Leech Seed. And so he's gonna use Confuser right here. And so I'm like, oh no, because I use Fire Punch. I was planning on using Fire Punch, so I'm like, come on, hit, don't hurt yourself. But he ends up hurting himself. Ah. Oh. I took some Confuse damage, and so I'm like, dang it. So I finally lost my first Pokemon after I took out, 4 of his Pokemon, so I'm like, that's not that bad. So I sent out my Ninetales, and my Ninetales is going to take some drastic damage from Stealth Rocks and 3x Spikes, but I'm going to be able to I'm going to be able to get the Drought, and so he's going to set up another Substitute. But I'm going to get Flamethrower on him, because my Flamethrower is powered up by Drought, and so he, Sableye is starting to just, like, trying to outstall me right here, and so he's going to use Confuse Ray right here, and I'm like, no, this part kind of annoys me, because, well, you'll see, because it's pretty awful. And so I plan on using Flamethrower right here, but I'm confused, and so I hit myself. That's number 1. Count them. I'm gonna count them. And that's one time I hurt myself. But good thing I have leftovers, so the confuse damage and the leftovers almost even out. But Sableye is still gonna get leftovers healing, and so he ends up using Substitute right here. And so I'm like, no, he cannot be behind the Substitute. So I try using Flamethrower again, but I hurt myself in Confusion once again, so that's number 2. And so I take a little bit of damage from Confusion. Ugh, I'm starting to stumble really bad right now. Alright, so this is a new move that Sil put on Sableye right now, which was Toxic, but he ends up missing Toxic, so I was like, oh, heck yeah. And Silv was like, I don't know what he was doing. He capped rage right there. And so anyway, I snapped out of confusion, which was really good for me. And so I'm able to get off a flamethrower and take out his substitute. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's on now. And so there he goes. He confuses me again. So I'm like, you suck. I just snapped out of confusion. Gosh. And so I'm gonna be stuck with ducks flying around my head right there. And so I end up try to use flamethrower, but I hurt myself again. So that's number 3. So I'm like, God dang it, this is really annoying now. And so, but anyways, I'm back up to like half of my HP. I'm back in the green zone, while Sableye uses Toxic. And this time he finally gets it up. So I'm like, I have limited turns before I die. And so I try to use Flamethrower once again. But I hurt myself again. So that's number 4. I hurt myself due to confusion. So I'm like, something's got to be up. What's wrong with this? It's like too suspicious. But anyway, what does he use? Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit more damage from Toxic. And so he's going to use Substitute, go behind the Substitute. And so I'm going to... Oh yeah, I plan on using Flamethrower, but I'm still confused. But I end up finally getting Flamethrower. So that was pretty good for me. But I get a crit right here, so it was kind of a waste of a crit. I was kind of mad right there. It's like, no, really? Wasted my crit. Anyway, so I am back almost up to half of my health right there. And Sableye's HP is not moving at all. I don't know why. And so I'm going to take a little bit more toxic damage while he goes behind a substitute once again, like a little Higden he is. And so I'm still confused, but I end up getting another flamethrower. So that was good for me. So I take out his substitute, but I get 2 crits in a row right there. So I wasted 2 crits, and I was like, no, what? Yeah, so this is like, I can't really say much because this is like too much stalling for me. You can't really say much whenever people stall like half of the battle. Oh, in this part, I was like, dang it. So he uses Recover right here, and he's going to go back all the way up to his full HP, so I'm like, dang it. But I snap out Confusion, so that was a good thing. So I end up using a Droughted Flamethrower, and so I'm like, come on, kill it. But he doesn't even go to red HP. That's kind of suspicious. Anyway, so I'm almost dead. I think I go to red HP due to poison right here. 14 HP. That's amazing. And so Silv's exact words were, "It all comes down to this." So he uses Confuse Ray, and he's hoping that I'm gonna hurt myself and kill myself right here. And I'm hoping that I get off a Flamethrower, and I end up giving the upper hand with a Flamethrower, and that's gonna end up killing Sableye. And Silv is just right now. That's all he says. And so I'm gonna end up killing Sableye. But unfortunately, the poison's gonna do its damage to me and end up killing my Ninetales. So the score right now is 4-1, and I have the upper hand with 4 Pokemon thanks to Snorlax. And so Silv's guy's last Pokemon is Latios. So this is a good thing for me because my Mega so I sent out my Mega, and it's gonna get like the Stealth Rocks is gonna do some drastic damage to the Mega. So I'm like, oh dang it, I can't take one hit from Latios. So I use Protect to get my speed boost up, just to make sure that I'm faster than Latios. And so I'm gonna end up using Bug Buzz right here, and that's gonna end up killing Latios. 1-hit KO from him, and that'll be the game. It was a good game. It was really fun. Finally battling Silv for once, and the final score was 4-0, and I don't think he'll approve of putting this Wi-Fi video on YouTube, but I had to. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to me if you haven't already, and I will see you on my next video, which will probably be on Banjo-Kazooie. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Peace out.